Hello guys, what's up there? Welcome to our channel Football Fantasy and what an exciting weekend. क्या मजेदार वीकेंड था। एक से एक बढ़िया गेम्स थी और हमारे जर्सी को देख के तो तुम पहचान ही गए होगे। हम मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड के फैंस हैं और हम ज्यादा ही कुछ एक्साइटेड है। ज्यादा ओवर द मून है हम। एंड यू वुड एक्सपेक्ट दैट टू हैपन because of a wonderful victory over the weekend. So after a long time, joining with us, AB. How are you, AB?
I'm doing good, DV. How are you? You guys are doing a great job here.
Thank you, thank
Making
you.
sure that people are, updated about all the games that are happening over the weekend. Even if not the games, whatever the transfers are going on, all the club news. So it feels good here to see you guys continue the same thing.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thanks. And yes, yes. The exciting thing, I mean, when our team wins, it becomes more exciting, to do the videos and, celebrating the game. I remember, me and Prashant, celebrating. I was literally dancing, when Rashford scored that second goal. It was fantastic, And yeah, so here we are. I'm going to straight away jump into this, Abhishek. Tell me, your thoughts. I'm sure you watched the entire game. Your first thoughts. When you saw the game and when United took the lead, what was the first thing that was coming to your mind?
Even before the game could start, because of our momentum in the previous games, it looked quite obvious that we would were a tough fight for Man City. To
Mm,
be honest, I thought it could be a draw. It could end in a draw. But the way we performed in the first half, I thought we had a very good chance until Grealish
mm,
scored. But
yeah.
the best part, even after Grealish scored, there was still a hope that we will, come back with one goal at least. But to see
Mm.
the second goal, that was like almost like a dream. And who else but Marcus Rashford had to be the second goal scorer? I mean, he can do nothing wrong at this point of time. Anything that he touches turns into the goal. So just like a perfect season for him. And as you said, मेरा भी हालत almost more or less same ही था. I was very much reserved when we scored the first goal because yes, it was a bit of a controversy goal. But there are people who are still crying कि यार ये offside था, तुमको goal दे दिया. But let me be honest, guys. हमने भी
Mm.
बहुत सारे ऐसे गोल खाए which was against our favor. So on a very good note, I would say be happy we got the 3 points and we are on the happier side. But जैसे ही second goal मारा, I mean, as you said, मैं भी बैठ नहीं पाया अपने सीट पे. I was just jumping out of joy. I mean, two goals in less than 3 minutes. I mean, what else do you want? And that is one of the reasons we are called the comeback kings for a reason. So we again proved it. And who else but Marcus Rashford? I mean, I always said, उसको एक चांस चाहिए. He wants a good manager. अगर उसको good एक सही manager मिला who can back him, he can be one of the best players because he's very young. Uh, he has pace, he has physique, and his finishing skills are also, on the top level right now. So very happy with what is going on, and let's hope we continue this game.
Yes, absolutely. 9 goals in 9 matches, back to back. He's just on a scoring spree. And, अच्छा लगता है, एक मैंकूनियन जो हमारे यूथ अकेडमी से आया हुआ प्लेयर इतना हाइट्स रीच कर रहा है। ही हैड अ वेरी डिसअपॉइंटिंग लास्ट सीजन इन ऑन अ पर्सनल लेवल एज वेल। इतना अच्छा नहीं कर रहा था वो, इंजरी से बाहर आया था एंड लास्ट 2 सीजन्स वेर not all that great for him. A player who's supposed to be at his peak at this age, to have those 2 seasons and then come back strongly. A lot of credit goes to Eric Ten Hag also. He trusted him. Maybe a lot of managers maybe would have said that, let's move him on. PSG are offering good money. Let's, give him to PSG and get some money. But Eric Ten Hag trusted him. और बहुत ही अच्छा लगता है, when a manager backs you and has confidence in you. तो यार फैंटास्टिक, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे एंड it is really good to win against Manchester City, ऐसी टीम, the rivalry that is there. And of course they are the champions, Premier League champions, so to get 3 points against them is a huge thing. But like you rightly said, we dominate the first half. In possession देखो तो मैन सिटी का पोजीशन ज्यादा था, बट ओवरऑल चांसेस जो हमने ज्यादा क्रिएट किए, तो रैशफोर्ड वन वाज, आई थॉट ही शुड हैव बuried that one which काइल वॉकर ने क्लियर किया लाइन पे, वो
Correct.
स्कोर कर देना चाहिए था। कपल ऑफ अच्छे चांसेस और थे, रैशफोर्ड थ्रू ऑन द कीपर, एडिसन आगे आके सेव कर लिया. तो यार
Correct.
वी वेर ऑन टॉप, although Man City was dominating the possession, but they hardly had any shots. In fact, in the entire game उनका एक ही शॉट था टारगेट पे, वो जो गोल गया वो, उसके अलावा कोई
Yeah,
शॉट टारगेट पे
absolutely.
शॉट ही नहीं था. तो यार इसीलिए
इनफैक्ट
हमने अब. हम्म.
इनफैक्ट वो जो सेकंड जो ट्राई था, द वन विच यू आर रेफरिंग टू, जो रैशफोर्ड को चांस था, अगेन एज
हाँ.
द गेम मेकर एरिक्सन ने क्लासिक उसको थ्रू बॉल डाला था, एंड आई
हम्म.
थॉट ही शुड हैव स्कोर्ड, बट एडरसन अगेन गॉट द बेटर ऑफ हिम. बट अगर हम लोग देखेंगे, ओवरऑल गेम देखेंगे, आई थिंक सो वी इजीली डिजर्व द विन. Yes,
करेक्ट.
Ederson was there at many times to save them, but at the end, I mean, जिसको जो बोलना है बोल सकते हैं. The scoreline says it all. That's it.
Yes, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, absolutely. And now that I know your reaction, your thoughts, I want to ask you one question, which is actually the title of this video. Are Manchester United in the title race?
Well, there is no reason why I don't see them right now, or rather us as a title contenders now, because
Hmm.
there was a time मुझे actually लग रहा था कि यार ये possible होगा या नहीं होगा, because see, to be very honest, एक आध गेम हम जीत रहे थे, then we were coming back, we could see that form again, कि शायद फिर हारने के chances में, and then last minute we used to win it. So but there was not that confidence, वो confidence नहीं आ रहा था कि भाई ये सच में जीत पाएंगे या नहीं. बट अभी का जो गेम्स देख रहे हैं, वो एक एक हंगर लग रहा है प्लेयर्स में कि उनको जीतना है, दे वांट टू गिव देयर बेस्ट. एंड एज यू सेड वेरी करेक्टली, एवरी ऑल थिंग्स ऑफ मोस्ट ऑफ द क्रेडिट गोज टू एरिक टेन हाइक. जो भी उसकी आइडियोलॉजीज है, जो उसके टैक्टिक्स है गेम को लेके, ही रीड्स द
Hmm.
प्लेयर्स एज वेल एज द गेम का सिचुएशन वेरी वेल एट टाइम्स. सो
Hmm.
अब ये जो टीम बनी है, जैसे ब्रूनो ने भी बोला था उसके पोस्ट मैच कॉन्फ्रेंस में कि नाउ आई फील दिस इज अ मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड टीम, नाउ वी फील लाइक अ टीम. एंड ये जो नॉट ओनली ब्रूनो, कमिंग फ्रॉम ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस, एंड दिस आई थिंक सो हर एक टीम मेंबर्स के बारे में भी ये मन में फीलिंग आता होगा कि नाउ हम टीम बन चुके. एंड ये जो फीलिंग आना बहुत जरूरी है टू प्ले एंड देन टू गो एंड परफॉर्म ओवर देयर. सो अगर अपने मन से वो बात आ गया कि नाउ वी आर अ टीम, आई थिंक सो देयर इज नो डाउट वी कैन गो फॉर द टाइटल. एंड we are almost with the same points as that of Man City and Newcastle. It's just that we are lacking in goal difference, but I think so that should be fine with time. And
Hmm.
Newcastle somewhere or the other will drop points. So we just
Hmm.
have to, be very sure that we don't lose any points, and we
Hmm.
keep on the adding the 3 points in our kitty on each and every match.
करेक्ट. एंड एन इम्पोर्टेंट गेम्स कमिंग अप. मैच के वक्त मैंने बहुत एक अच्छा पॉइंट बोला था मैंने, मुझे ध्यान में आया. The games between now, the starting from Man City game till the Barcelona game, till 16th of February, that is the time which will decide the fate of our season. We have important games coming up. There's the Crystal Palace game. Don't underestimate Palace because at home they're very strong. They're very strong at home. And then we've got Arsenal, the two big away games. If I mean, अच्छा start अच्छा हुआ है. We beat City at Old Trafford, but now we have to go away at Palace and Arsenal and get 3 points, which is very important. And if there has to be some, see, I don't believe we are in title race. To be honest, practically at the beginning of season, जब पहले दो मैचेस हुए तो मुझे लगा हम लोग चैंपियंस लीग के लिए क्वालिफाई नहीं कर पाएंगे. But now I think yes, we are strong contenders. We'll definitely finish in top four. There is no two ways about it. Top four definitely finish. Why I don't think we're in title race is because title race बहुत लंबा रेस है. We are not even, we're actually halfway mark. 19 games हुए हैं, 18 19 games हुए हैं. And there is Europa League, there is FA Cup. We are still in Carabao Cup. So we are the only team which is in all four competitions. Okay, we are the only team which is in all four competitions. So more the competitions, more the games, you need more squad depth. We don't have squad depth because if you take out Casemiro and Rashford from that team, we will struggle. We'll struggle badly. Maybe it will work against teams like Southampton, Everton, but against top teams like Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool and Man City, you need these players. Even against teams like Newcastle, Tottenham, or Palace for that matter, you need these players because it's a very important thing. So that's why I don't think. But again, you never know. We keep the momentum and our players don't get injured. They're there all the time. We are. I would say that we are dark horses. ये मैं term use करूंगा. Dark horses एक अच्छा term है. तो वो मैं use करना चाहूंगा हमारे लिए. But yes, I think. Right now, Arsenal are favorites to win the Premier League. Man City followed, and then we are the dark horses. So between तो Arsenal Man City, but अगर कोई miracle हो गया या हमारे सारे players fit रहे और हमारा सब कुछ as planned गया, तो definitely we will win the Premier League. Long shot, but ठीक है, hope रखते हैं. Anything can happen. Uh, तो ये थी मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड की बात. ठीक है, अक्रॉस साउथ ऑफ इंग्लैंड देयर इज अनदर कंट्री जहाँ पे एक क्लब है. वो भी काफी स्ट्रगल कर रहे थे एक दो साल से, स्पेशली आफ्टर द सुपरस्टार लेफ्ट द क्लब. एंड आई एम श्योर यू सॉ मस्ट हैव सीन द मैच और द हाइलाइट्स ऑफ Barcelona versus Real Madrid game. So Barcelona were in a very bad situation before Xavi took over. They were all over the place. हमारी हालत भी कुछ वैसे ही थी, बट उनका एक और इशू था फाइनेंशियली. वो लोग बहुत वीक थे, एंड देन दे हैड टू पुल ऑल दोस लीवर्स एंड back Xavi properly, and they went start अच्छा किया था, but they then got knocked out of Champions League. और अभी at this stage, after the World Cup they started gathering momentum, and now this Super Cup win against Real Madrid. So do you think Barcelona will win the La Liga now that they are ahead of Real Madrid in points? Also, they have more confidence. They've already won one trophy. Do you think Barcelona are a better side right now than Real Madrid?
See, to be very honest, I always liked Real Madrid more than Barcelona. From the maybe from the Zidane days or the Beckham days, I always used to have a upper hand with Real Madrid. But the way Barcelona are playing right now, I think so. They are always, yeah. Like a 51-49. I can still say it will be Barcelona who would go ahead than Real Madrid. See, Real Madrid as always have star players. You name them and you always have them in there.
Hmm.
But now with the likes of Lewandowski, because remember Benzema is not as fit as Lewandowski, but
Yeah.
Lewandowski is anytime much more fitter and is a much better condition than what he was in the previous few games. But now उसके मैंने थोड़े matches देखे हुए, and he is one of my favorite strikers, to be very honest. Sir Alex also wanted him to be at Old Trafford once
Yeah,
upon a time.
I know.
So just
I
imagine. So if the greatest managers of the football thinks he's one of the best strikers, so you can just imagine. And the way he finishes, it's completely different, yeah. So yeah, I think so. As I said, 51-49, I still would give it to Barcelona, but anything can happen with Real Madrid. Even the best part about La Liga is it goes down to the wire. It goes down to the last game.
Yeah, it
So
does.
nothing is decided till the last game. So yeah, I hope there is some miracle and Madrid start behaving that they want to be like champions. बट कल का जो मैच था उसमें तो कहीं से भी ऐसा ये कहीं लग नहीं रहा था until unless
Hmm.
Benzema scored that last goal. That also I think so was like a consolation goal जो उसको मिल गया. Luckily rebound होके उसी के पास आया and he could place it in the bottom corner. Otherwise, apart from that, I think so Pedri and Lewandowski
Gavi.
completely dominated the game.
Absolutely. And Barcelona's young players are very, influential in the midfield too of Pedri and Gavi, supported by Frankie de Jong and Sergio Busquets. और उनके attackers भी, if they get consistency इनके attackers में Dembele और Rafinha से वो consistency आई और अंसु फाटी इन players से consistency, maybe they can go to that level, where they are unbeatable. They have the team, they have all the tools. थोड़े बहुत उनके भी प्लेयर्स पोजीशन में प्लेयर्स मिसिंग है. दे नीड अ फुल बैक नहीं उनके पास. मिडफील्ड उनका पूरा पैक्ट है, अच्छा खासा है. अटैकर्स है उनके पास, बट कोई भी अपार्ट फ्रॉम लेवेंडोव्स्की नो वन इज, क्या बोलते हैं, हर गेम खेलता नहीं वो लोग. सम गेम्स दे आर, फॉर दैट मैटर डेम्बेले को देख ले. डेम्बेले एक गेम में वर्ल्ड क्लास लगता है, यू कांट कैच हिम. अनदर गेम ही लुक्स वेरी ऑर्डिनरी. तो वैसा है. वन थिंग इज दैट ही इज मच मोर फिटर देन ही यूज्ड टू बी 2 साल पहले. ही डजंट गेट ऑल दैट इंजर्ड, बट ठीक है यार. ही हैज टू ज्यादा कंसिस्टेंसी होनी चाहिए परफॉर्मेंस में उनके दोनों विंगर्स से, राफिनिया और डेम्बेले. And then maybe Barcelona can go to that level. But right now, as you rightly said, it's 15 and 49. Barcelona do have the upper hand with the way they are playing, with the confidence definitely बढ़ गया होगा उनका after this brilliant victory and the Super Cup. So yeah, let's hope, like you said, La Liga goes down to the wire. We've always seen some crazy seasons in the past. Of course, the contenders are not as much as the Premier League में जो होता है. but again, it does go down to the wire, and at times it is really fun. So let's see, if Barcelona can keep up the momentum, and or if they slip and Real Madrid are able to catch up. देखना पड़ेगा अगेन, बहुत ही लंबा सीजन है, we're not even halfway mark, so anything can go anywhere, कुछ भी हो सकता है. तो या ये था बार्सिलोना के बारे में. तो हमने दो टीम्स के बारे में बात की, मैनचेस्टर और बार्सिलोना, और दोनों दोनों के both the teams were like sleeping giants. They were struggling, and all of a sudden, they've woken up. They're trying to play the football that the club is always idolized. And in all of this, both the teams are facing each other on 16th of February. So, Abi, what do you think? Barcelona United, who right now has the upper hand out of the two?
See, to be very honest, not just because I'm a Man United fan, I'm saying this, but जो चल रहा है अभी पिछले 9 गेम से, या हमारे जो स्ट्राइकर्स फॉर्म में है, looking at
Hmm.
that, and especially our entire, so for me, जो हम डिफेंसिव मिडफील्डर लैक कर रहे थे, जो अभी हमको कहीं ना कहीं
Hmm.
कैसेमीरो में मिल चुका है, एंड
Hmm.
विद द लाइक्स ऑफ मार्टिनेज. सो आई फील वी डू हैव अ अपर हैंड. यस, थोड़ा सा आई विल अगेन से कि हम लोग को ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं होना चाहिए लुकिंग एट आवर करंट परफॉर्मेंस, which
Correct.
generally happens with Man United. But जो एरिक टेन हैग जैसा बंदा है, तो आई थिंक सो वो किसी के भी सर पे चढ़ने देगा नहीं सक्सेस को. he'll keep it down. And I think so अभी जो प्लेयर्स परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, I will always think we will end up beating Barcelona. And
Hmm.
I have a very good memory of still watching the Champions League semi-finals when Paul Scholes scored the only goal. So,
Yeah.
just a recap of that is what is required. Uh, I think so we'll be able to pull off DV. I mean, many good games. Uh, yes, but the only thing is, the only worry, as you very correctly said, is the injury part. अभी
Yeah.
इतने बैक टू बैक गेम्स होने वाले हैं, injury is the only thing which is carrying me right now. Not much of the
Hmm.
player performance, because players are up to their mark right now. What I can see,
Hmm.
it's only the injury, because इतने सारे गेम्स होने वाले हैं बैक टू बैक. सभी मैच अभी इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे काफी क्रूशियल है. कोई भी गेम
Correct.
में हम 3 पॉइंट्स ड्रॉप नहीं कर सकते. सो यू नो ये सेम चीज एरिक टेना के मन में भी होगा, एंड ही विल मेक श्योर दैट ही पुट्स हिज बेस्ट 11 टू प्ले. बट एट द सेम टाइम यही बेस्ट 11 हमें ऐसे गेम्स में बहुत काम आएगा when we face like
Hmm.
teams like Barcelona and Arsenal. So just keeping in mind that all our best 11 are there, available, ready and fit to play. और अगर ऐसा रहा तो on any given day हम हरा देंगे बार्सिलोना को.
Yes, absolutely. And fact here, Casemiro is one card away from suspension. So, I think he should be rested against Crystal Palace, because we've got an important game against Arsenal. You want Casemiro against Arsenal. It's a very important game. तो हाँ, मैं चाहता हूँ कि कैजेमीरो को रेस्ट करे. Maybe bring him on a substitute, but I don't want Casemiro to get a yellow card and miss the Arsenal game. बहुत ही तकलीफ हो जाएगी if he misses the Arsenal game. So it's actually the game of the season for us. Now that we've beaten Man City, it is actually the game. उसके बाद, we can beat Chelsea, we can beat Liverpool. Of course, we'll be playing at Anfield, but again, we are currently looking a lot better than the other sides. The only two sides which pose a threat are Man City and Arsenal. Man City we've already beaten. Arsenal is pending on Saturday, and maybe Newcastle. Later in the season, Newcastle are also doing fantastically well. So maybe that's another team that can pose a challenge. And apart from that, I think if we continue to play this way, and if we rotate our squad very well, I think we may have one of our best seasons in a very long time. And I'm really happy to see a manager. इससे एक बात तो डेफिनेटली प्रूव होती है. इफ देयर इज अ गुड मैनेजर, एक कच्चा वर्ल्ड क्लास मैनेजर तुम लेके आओगे, एंड यू बैक हिम प्रॉपर्ली, you are going to expect results in the first season itself. You don't have to, give 2-3 years. जो हम ओले के टाइम पे बोलते थे कि he needs time, he needs players, he needs time, he will do it, he will do it. A good manager with a plan, with a strategy and proper backing will definitely, crack it in the first season itself. Maybe first season में वो close to title रहता है, but second season में definitely he'll go for the title challenge. So they simple funda hai, and we're lucky that we've got a manager like Eric Ten Hag. And I hope this continues. Again, a long season to go. तो यही डर है मुझे कि हमें इंजरीज ना आए.
Sorry to stop you, but just wanted to put one point of Eric Ten Hag.
हम्म
एक चीज जो मुझे उसके बारे में अच्छा लगा is he always kept the club before the players. So he always had this, uh, his motive or his motto that my club comes first, my players can wait. The club, the fans, that is what he understood the moment he came. इसके लिए जो भी players हुए, irrespective, let me not take the name again, it become a controversy otherwise, but he didn't care which player is he talking about. For him, that player came second, but the club came first. And ultimately, we can now see the result. बहुत लोग थे, इनफैक्ट काफी यूनाइटेड फैंस भी थे हु आर अगेंस्ट हिम कि हाउ कैन ही बी
हम्म
सो रूड, ही कांट सी कि इस
हम्म
बंदे ने क्या अचीव किया है. ही डिडंट केयर अ डैम, उसको एक ही क्लियर था कि मुझे क्लब को आगे लेके जाना है. अगर उस क्लब के
Absolutely.
आगे बढ़ते बढ़ते प्लेयर्स भी आगे सक्सेस मिल रहा है उनको तो नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. बट अगर
हम्म
क्लब अगर आगे निकल गया, दैट इज व्हाट द फैंस वांट एंड ऑफ द डे. और हमने बहुत बहुत क्रिटिसाइज हुए हम भी एज फैंस, हार देख देख के या सीजन खराब होते देखते. इस बार कुछ अच्छा हो रहा है तो लेट इट हैपन, आई वुड से.
Correct, correct. And before we close off, Abhishek, quick talk on the other games. Tottenham Arsenal. Yeah, I missed that game. I didn't watch much, but I think you watched it completely. Your thoughts on Arsenal, the way they are playing, man. From what they were a couple of years back and to what they have become now.
Maybe if you, I was just thinking about this question that might come in the later in the video, but if you remember towards the start of the season, I think so. I came in the video and you asked me who would be your top four. If you go back to the video, I said Arsenal will be there in top four,
I
and it
remember that.
was you and Prashant who said, "अरे यार कहाँ तू Arsenal को गिन रहा है? Just keep them out. क्या तू बात कर रहा है?" And I even explained you they are one of the consistent team. The best part is
Correct.
all were youngsters in that team,
Yeah.
and these are the
Hmm.
same set of players who played the last season as well. So
Yeah.
the way they have gelled up with each other, and plus the backing of Arteta, it's just as good as anything. So I would still say कि यार I've never seen an Arsenal team as good as this one before what Thierry Henry and Robert Perez used to play. So after that, this is the next team which I feel is one of the best teams. Yes, there are some Arsenal fans who are my good friends who will be very happy listening to what I'm saying right now. But to be very honest, अगर अच्छा फुटबॉल खेलेंगे तो I guess सभी लोग तारीफ करेंगे. And the
Definitely.
way these guys are playing, वो तो उनके पॉइंट टेबल पे दिख ही रहा है. So yes, the way they were playing DB yesterday also, they were completely dominating the game. I mean,
Hmm.
Tottenham were actually struggling. Yes, they did get couple of chances.
Hmm.
Son got one chance, but brilliant save from Leno. And then
Hmm.
Harry Kane, and then they just tried to push. In the second half, कोशिश कर रहे थे Tottenham. Harry Kane ने try किया, everyone tried, but their keeper was on top form, and the way these guys are playing Arsenal right now, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, अगर मुझे मैन सिटी से डर नहीं था, बट मुझे आर्सेनल से डर है दैट वी मे फंबल इन फ्रंट ऑफ देम. सेकेंडली दे आर होम ग्राउंड. सो
Yeah.
थोड़ा सा इफ आई थिंक ऑन दैट टर्म्स, इट कुड बी, आई वुड बी, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, आई वुड बी हैप्पी विद अ सिंगल पॉइंट एज वेल. आई मे
Ah,
नॉट इवन थिंक ऑफ द 3 पॉइंट्स, बट अगर
yeah, I
थ्री
mean,
पॉइंट्स मिलते हैं ऑन द वे तो मोर देन हैप्पी.
absolutely. And बिल्कुल सही. So yeah, I mean it's going to be a very difficult game, because we're playing at Emirates. Who beat them at Old Trafford, they'll be all pumped up. They'll be wanting a revenge, and they will go all out. We saw the way they beat Tottenham. They are dominating. They are just too good. But I'm sure Eric Ten Hag does have something left in his kitty, and he knows, what he's doing, and he will have a plan definitely. Um, It'll be interesting to watch whether that plan works or not. And but yeah, before the Arsenal game, we have a Crystal Palace game, which again we can't ignore. It's a late night kickoff, and Palace are a tough team. Patrick Vieira's side, they can surprise you on any given day. So M Shea is here. It says, "Hello M Shivai, hello, hello. आज late हो गए." So MJ is a Barcelona fan, Abhishek, and
I am
he's
sure.
always there. He's always there in our stream. So no matter anyone joins or not, he will always be there.
I'm sure if you just see the video, मैंने काफी अच्छा चीज बोला है बार्सिलोना के लिए. So I hope we get some credit back for Man United as well.
Dripinaldi with massive weight loss. Respect, respect plus three. किसकी बात कर रहा है भाई तू ड्रिपिनाल्डी जरा तू तू तीन चार लोग को रेफर करता है ये नाम से कौन सा वाला बट यस प्रीमियर लीग गोइंग डाउन टू द वायर बट अगेन डोंट लेट्स नॉट काउंट न्यूकासल आल्सो आउट भाई न्यूकासल भी जिस तरह से वो लोग ने अपना गेम रेस किया यू नो एंड हैट्स ऑफ टू देम भाई जिस तरह से last December, if I remember, not this December, last December, they were in the bottom three. They were
They're
struggling
in the
for
relegation zone. Correct.
relegation zone. By एक साल में to be in top four, that is some achievement. Of course, they spend money, but उन्होंने कोई भी top player sign नहीं किया. They are some good players, you know. They're some good
Yeah.
players. Karen Trippier है, Guimaraes है, and अपना वो स्ट्राइकर जो है उन्होंने साइन किया है. अब
हाँ.
स्वेन बॉटमैन सेंटर बैक है मतलब फैंटास्टिक है. Greetings to you, our new guest. Actually, AB is our original founding member of the channel.
I'm the veteran, you can say. I'm almost the
Veteran.
veteran. So
So
DV,
yes, hmm,
before you could end up something, जो हम लोग का normal tradition चलता है,
hmm,
your scoreline prediction for the Crystal Palace match, DV.
this is an interesting one by Crystal Palace. Again, going to be a very difficult game, Selhurst Park. Mein. Hmm, I'll go with 1-0 to United.
I will go with 2-1 DV. I think so. It will be a tough game. They will not leave anything
Hmm.
easy for us.
दिस यूरोपा मैच वुड बी ग्रेट एब्सोल्युटली हम उसके बारे में बात कर रहे थे दो गेम यूरोपा लीग गेम तो भाई चैंपियंस लीग गेम को कोई देखने वाला नहीं यू नो ऑन दैट सेम नाइट बार्सिलोना और मैनचेस्टर आर प्लेइंग द सेम नाइट आर्सेनल आर प्लेइंग मैन सिटी इट्स आर्सेनल वर्सेस मैन सिटी एंड बार्सिलोना वर्सेस मैनचेस्टर द फर्स्ट लेग जो है कैंप नो में उसी दिन सेम डे पे आर्सेनल और मैनचेस्टर सिटी का गेम है बट नो वन इज गोना वॉच दैट गेम Zaha hat-trick incoming. Zaha hat-trick. ओ इस आज गेम है क्या नहीं पैलेस का अच्छा पैलेस के सामने बोल
Palace, Palace.
हाँ जा ऑलवेज प्लेज वेल अगेंस्ट अस जो हमारे सामने काफी अच्छा खेला है वो कपल ऑफ टाइम्स डेम डेम्बलेले वर्सेस मैगवायर गेट इन भाई अभिषेक इज अ डाई हार्ड हैरी मैगवायर फैन
या इसके लिए मैं ऑलमोस्ट उसके लिए मैं ऑलमोस्ट डीवी को जलाते रह गया था बिकॉज उसके मगवार का जर्सी था एक. I can't stand that player. I could never stand him earlier. I can't stand him now. I think so. Our Licha, our Martinez would be quite good for Dembele.
Licha Martinez will miss that game against Barcelona first leg. Licha Martinez won't be there in the first leg. उसको कार्ड है यूरोपा लीग
Oh,
का
okay.
मतलब certain number of after certain number of cards you miss one game. So Licha Martinez suspended for the game at Camp Nou. So we'll have Luke Shaw center back most probably
That's fine.
and
Uh, don't scare me by saying Maguire would be there. So I don't want to see that game otherwise.
Gavi Pedri versus Fred bring it out भाई Gavi Pedri versus Casemiro है भाई Fred
Casemiro, yeah.
Casemiro
Any day Casemiro.
Leva versus Maguire lol no interesting you know I people will hate me for this, you know. Lewandowski versus Maguire. I don't think Maguire will find difficulties with Lewandowski. Of course, Lewandowski is one of the best strikers in the world. But Maguire कब struggle करता है जब कोई पेसी player हो. Of course, अगर Dembele and Rafinha तो उसकी लग जाएगी. But अगर Lewandowski, maybe if he plays the
नहीं
way he
यार
plays
नहीं नहीं. I'll not here to take a risk. So नहीं यार.
But yes, I mean, from between now and you know 16th February, there will be a lot of injury suspension. I hope ना हो same team जो कल बारसा खेली and same Man United team go 1-on-1 मजा आएगा तब मजा आएगा you know I don't want any Barca players to be injured. I don't want any United players to be injured. कोई
Yeah,
excuse नहीं चाहिए भाई. May the best team win.
yeah.
If no injuries to Barca, I think we will win easy. Let's see, bhai, let's
Let's see,
see.
let's see.
Let's see. United का bench strength नहीं, absolutely true. That is one true thing. You
Yeah,
know, we don't have bench strength. So I'm hoping, you know, one thing that Sancho recovers and gets fit and get back to his top form. You know, we've got 1 month. So that is one hope. Apart from that, yes, he's actually right. We don't have bench strength. You know, especially attack में हमारे पास कोई नहीं है, you know. take out Rashford and then Anthony. There is no one. Martial is पता नहीं क्या है.
We have Vegas.
Balde
We
Bull. वेग अरे हाँ यार वेगोस्ट वेगोस्ट
we have Vegas.
बाउट वेगोस्ट बाउट वेग याद है ना एमसी अर्जेंटीना को क्या क्या किया था उसने नेदरलैंड के साथ खेल के दो गोल अर्जेंटीना वाज लीडिंग 2-0 एंड देन वाउट वेग एंटर वाउट वेगोस्ट टू इक्वलाइजिंग गोल्स बट यस इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग इट इज गोइंग टू बी फन एंड लाइक आई सेड मुझे चाहिए दोनों सारे दोनों टीम्स के जो स्ट्रॉन्ग स्ट्रॉन्ग सब हाई प्लेयर्स हो available on that day. I don't want any excuses. May the best team win. And like MC said, yes, Barcelona do have the upper hand in terms of the bench strength or form and the quality of players. But again, I trust my manager. Eric Ten Hag always has a plan. I feel that he always has a plan against every team. So let's keep our fingers crossed and may the best team win.
But if
MC
DB,
says
if Barcelona wins, I think so. It will be all thanks to Maguire. Yeah.
Vagos, that is not a real name. You belong in a हैरी पॉटर मूवी भाई ये तो मार्क गोल्ड्रिच का डायलॉग मार रहा है मार्क गोल्ड्रिच करके एक यूट्यूबर भाई यूनाइटेड स्टैंड का ही वाज फीफा में कुछ खेल रहा था बर्नली के सामने दो लास्ट ईयर तो कोई वेगॉस था और गोल मारा उसको उसके सामने तो जोर जोर चिल्ला लगा था वो वायरल हो गए थे वेगॉस दैट इज नॉट अ रियल नेम यू बिलोंग इन a हैरी पॉटर मूवी और वो and then Mark Goldbridge guy has a YouTube channel of Manchester United, the biggest United channel है. तो उसने ऐसा बोला था तो वो वायरल हो गया वो. And now that Weghorst is signed for United. But हाँ, नाम बहुत weird है. मुझे याद है उसने मैगवार को क्या I do you remember Abhishek against Burnley last year what Weghorst did to Maguire and McTominay?
No, I don't think so. I remember that.
तो YouTube में डाल Weghorst, Maguire, McTominay सिर्फ इतना डाल. Last year against Burnley, Jay Rodriguez scored a goal. वेगॉस ने पहले हेडर जीता मैगवार के सामने मैकटोमनी का पाँव के बीच में से बॉल डाला मैगवार को पुश के बीट किया एंड देन ही पुट अ थ्रू पास टू जे रॉड्रिगेज
So
दैट
you
इज
mean ki
हाईलाइट
Vegas
ऑफ
is
वेगॉस
you?
वेगॉस
So you mean Vegas is very well known to Maguire, right? तो फिर ठीक है फिर.
सो वेगॉस का लेजेंडरी मोमेंट है उसका करियर का एंड हैरी मैगवायर स्कॉट मैकटोमनी गिव हिम दैट मोमेंट
अरे Maguire has given many people moments. है. उन्होंने आधे लोगों का करियर बना दिया है प्रीमियर लीग में.
Hmm. But yes, last time United faced De Gea considered dodgy goal. Yes, the Messi shot and he gave away that goal. But we don't have Messi this time. तो बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है मेसी ने आई नो अच्छे अच्छे प्लेयर्स आपके पास लेवेंडोव्स्की बट मेसी मेसी है I think Gavi Pedri De Jong is too good. Yeah, it's absolutely. We also think Fernandez, Eriksson, Casemiro is too good. But yeah, it will be an interesting battle. Young players versus experience. All the three of them, Fernandez, Eriksson, and Casemiro are very experienced, especially Casemiro and Eriksson. So young blood against experience. कल young blood जीत गया against Cruz and Modric. So I hope that doesn't happen on 16th February. Please don't start biscuits. Be Bikert, he's too slow. Busquets, biscuits. Yeah, yeah, he's actually very slow. So देखते हैं यार लेकिन लाइक आई सेड आज और 16 फरवरी के बीच में तो बहुत टाइम है कुछ भी हो सकता है बट अगेन नो I am hoping both the teams field out their strongest 11. No excuses. I want the best team to win. Rashford versus Araujo. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Araujo ने कल विनिशियस जूनियर की तो बैंड बजा दी थी भाई
उसने
बैंड
उसको
बजा
कुछ
दी थी
खेलने नहीं दिया
पूरी
उसने बिल्कुल
खोलना ही
खेलने
नहीं
नहीं
दिया
दिया.
भाई पूरी बैंड बजा दी थी और बहुत मतलब very few times this happened to Vinicius Junior. And then hats off to Araujo. Barcelona got a fantastic defender in Ronald Araujo. मतलब उनका फ्यूचर है कंप्लीट फ्यूचर है एंड मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई थी when he was linked to United in the summer and it didn't work out but हाँ मुझे चाहिए था ऐसा डिफेंडर आए यूनाइटेड में but again it's good that Barcelona captain Busquets returns tracks back in 3 to 4 business days तो भाई बहुत स्लो है भाई
लाइक
बुस्केट्स.
ही इज बीइंग ऑनेस्ट है, मतलब इतना ऑनेस्ट रिव्यू अपने टीम के लिए कोई नहीं दे सकता. एक्चुअली सर्जियो बुस्केट इज क्वाइट स्लो. बट एमशे,
Hmm.
आई विल बी वेरी फ्रैंक व्हेन आई से दिस, वो मगवायर से 1000 गुना अच्छा है भाई.
बट यस भाई, हमने सब कुछ बात कर लिया. एक मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट चीज मुझे बात करनी थी. योर थॉट्स ऑन लूक शॉ एज सेंटर बैक भाई. ये सरप्राइज हुआ, इंक्लूजन हुआ, मतलब आउट ऑफ नोवेयर दिस कम लूक शॉ एज सेंटर बैक. एंड मैं अर्लिंग हालैंड को पॉकेट कर दिया. योर थॉट्स अभिषेक ऑन दिस.
सी, अभी लोक शॉ को भी अगर टू बी वेरी फ्रैंक देखा जाए तो पिछले सीजन में भी 100% तो नहीं दे पाया था बंदा, बट आई विल नॉट ब्लेम हिम. द क्वालिटी ऑफ प्लेयर इज, अगर हम लोग उसको इंग्लैंड के लिए खेलते वक्त देखे, देर इज अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस. व्हेन ही प्लेज फॉर
करेक्ट.
इंग्लैंड, उस बंदे का गेम कुछ काफी अलग है एज कम्पेयर टू व्हाट ही प्लेज फॉर यूनाइटेड. लेकिन अभी जो खेल रहा है वो अंडर एरिक टेन हैग, as a left back, he was always a class. I would not deny on any other day. But you know, I was very surprised to see him as a centre back. To be very honest, with Licha not being there, I thought भाई हमारा मगवायर खेलेगा, हमारा मगवायर जरूर खेलेगा. बट जब मैंने उसको नहीं देखा और लुक शॉ को देखा, तो उस टाइम पे एक्चुअली मैं 2 मिनट के लिए डर भी गया था कि भाई मगवायर नहीं खेल रहा है, लुक शॉ खेल रहा है, एंड दैट सेंट्रल सेंटर बैक. एंड बट एट द एंड ऑफ द गेम जिस तरीके से बंदे ने गेम संभाला है, आई मीन व्हाट मगवायर इज सपोज टू डू, लुक शॉ इज डूइंग without any having any depth knowledge of what is supposed to be done as a center back. But you know, आई थिंक तो मगवायर को क्या अभी मैं बोलूँ, उसको आर्म बैंड भी जब देते हैं तो मुझे एक्चुअली अफसोस होता है कि भाई तुमको दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, या किस बात का प्यार है तुमको उससे कि इतना दिया जा रहा है उसको. बट हैविंग सेड दैट, लुक शॉ any day was a very good player. Again coming to the same point, डीवी, एक मैनेजर के आने से क्या क्या चेंजेस हो सकते हैं प्लेयर के
Yeah,
मेंटालिटी
absolutely.
में.
Yes,
एंड
yes,
जो
yes.
प्लेयर ने कभी वो रोल खेला नहीं है सेंटर बैक, वो रोल को भी खेलने की कोशिश कर रहा है. आई मीन ट्राइंग टू गिव 100%, एंड ही इज एक्चुअली एंडिंग अप
Successful.
गिविंग हिज 200%. सो
Successful है. Yeah.
it's very successful. So, all thanks to Eric Ten Hag, I would say. Nonetheless, players are also, giving a good performance. अभी तो वैसा हो गया है कि तुम ना खेलो मैं तुमको बाहर फेंक दूंगा. तो इट्स लाइक हर किसी को अभी दिख रहा है कि भाई अब नहीं खेले, ये बंदा, मैं कितना भी पिछले मैच में कितना भी सेव किया हो या मैंने कितने भी गोल किए हो, ये मुझे बेंच कर देगा. तो ये एक डर जो रहता है ना एक मैनेजर का, वो रहना काफी
Hmm.
जरूरी है. एंड नाउ द प्लेयर्स आर डिसिप्लिन नाउ. So
Hmm.
this is what it feels good. And ultimately कोई भी प्लेयर कितना भी अच्छा करे, when the result comes good for the club, that is what we all want. So ultimately club अच्छा करे and players अच्छा करे, no worries. बस सब अच्छा रहे यार, काफी टाइम के बाद ये अच्छा टाइम आया है, तो let that continue. अभी इसको खराब होने नहीं देना चाहिए. That's it.
True, true. PK Derby, Depay Derby, but I unfortunately both these players won't be. I don't think won't be there on that game. Memphis Depay I think will secure a loan move. But yeah, PK and Depay Derby. Arsenal United, I think Arsenal will win. Yeah, they are
Yeah,
favorites because they are playing at Emirates, and the confidence में है, जो run पे है वो लोग are fantastic. But United have beaten them in this season. Again, that was at Old Trafford, but again, if Eric Ten Hag has a plan, anything can happen. And like Abhishek said, even a point at this stage will be good against Arsenal.
yeah,
But
absolutely.
again, we are positive, after that Sunday game, after the weekend game against City, anything can happen. So fingers crossed. Shady Gakpo regretting already. भाई लिवरपूल की तो मतलब क्या हो गया है भाई उनको, मतलब डाउन द टेबल लिवरपूल और चेल्सी तो मतलब अलग ही लीग में चले गए. मिड टेबल है भाई, मिड टेबल. मतलब
माने ने उनपे काला जादू कर दिया है बायर्न में जाके.
हाँ भाई, ब्लैक मैजिक ऑन लिवरपूल तो
Yes,
कंप्लीटली
yes.
ये क्या बोलते हैं, they missed Mane. I mean, Mane was their actual player, important player for them.
Absolutely.
He was the one creating chances and doing the dirty work, while Salah was just scoring goals. So I thought Mane was very important to the scheme of things. They haven't replaced Mane. I think Luis Diaz is a fantastic player, and he will go on to become a great player for Liverpool. But अभी वो injured and that's what is hurting Liverpool a lot. They've got Gakpo, but they got another player injured. Diego Jota is also injured.
Jota
So
is
yeah,
injured. Yeah.
Jota is injured. So injuries are hampering Liverpool, and that has happened in the past as well. So and they don't have a midfielder. They should have focused on getting a midfielder like Enzo Fernandez at this stage, but all they invested in Cody Gakpo. Now, Cody Gakpo is a fantastic player. It's a good investment, but I don't think it is the right investment at this time where
Right
Liverpool
time. Yeah.
needed. यार एक midfielder की जरूरत है भाई. I think Alcantara is only midfielder who's creating. Fabinho looks like he's now 60. Henderson also another 50. सब अंकल जी है midfield में.
कुछ
Harvey
एक ही
Elliott is trying
इवन
his
फॉर
best,
मी
but he's just an experience. हाँ.
इवन फॉर मी मुझे भी लगता है सिर्फ टियागो ही एक है बंदा जो ही इज
Hmm.
ट्राइंग एवरीथिंग पॉसिबल टू मेक अप द गेम टू साला बट एंड इवन आई डोंट थिंक साला इज इन हिज टॉप प्राइम फॉर्म द वे ही वाज लास्ट सीजन तो
Hmm.
काफी डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है एंड ही इज समवेयर और नॉट द अदर इज मिसिंग माने बिकॉज एज वी ऑल फील कि माने वाज अ मेन गेम मेकर एंड साला
Hmm.
वाज मोर और लेस द फिनिशर सो जब तक वो माने जैसा प्लेयर नहीं आएगा लिवरपूल में तो थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाएगा उन लोग के लिए
Absolutely. And MJ said that corner taken quickly still gives me PTSD. I will enjoy this Liverpool downfall to bits. वो ट्रेंट अलेक्जेंडर कॉर्नर वाला वो जो इसने स्कोर किया था स्ट्राइकर क्या नाम था उसका डिवॉक ओरेगी
और
लिवरपूल ने
ये
बारसा
हाँ
को हाँ लिवरपूल ने बारसा को एलिमिनेट किया था या
वो एक्चुअली लग भी नहीं रहा
एब्सोल्युटली
था कि वो गेम स्टार्ट हो
हाँ
जाएगा
कौन
उसने ऑल ऑफ अ सडन स्टार्ट
कॉर्नर
किया एंड नो वन वाज
फटक
रेडी
से
फॉर
कॉर्नर ली यस यस So, guys, we'll almost come to an end. बहुत fun session था, to discuss about the two top teams, who were lost somewhere, and now they're coming back to the prime, and they are going to face each other on February 16th. So, अच्छा conversation था. Thank you, AB, for coming after a long time. मजा आया, to have you on, and hope to have you on more streams. बहुत fun था to always have conversation with you. MCA says great stream. Thank you, MCA, for tuning in.
थैंक
और
यू
गाइस,
बडी
टू सब्सक्राइब टू आवर चैनल बॉटम राइट कॉर्नर. वीडियो अच्छा लगे तो लाइक कर देना. 25 को लास्ट एग्जाम. ऑल द बेस्ट एमसी. चक दे फट्टे.
ऑल द बेस्ट
उसके
बडी
बाद
ऑल द बेस्ट
ऑल द बेस्ट, ऑल द बेस्ट. उसके बाद यू विल रॉक. ठीक है गाइस, थैंक यू. एंड एनीथिंग यू वांट टू ऐड एबी बिफोर आई क्लोज द स्ट्रीम?
नहीं यार बहुत जैसे तुझे भी बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे काफी अच्छा लगा आई मीन बहुत टाइम बाद आया हूँ मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम पे बिकॉज ऑफ सम पर्सनल रीजन अभी नहीं हो पाता है उतना बट जब भी टाइम मिलेगा आई प्रॉमिस आई बी देयर and being a United fan, it couldn't have been much better time to come back to the streaming, especially after the United Derby match. So thank you guys, and as I said, you guys are doing a great job, DV. I mean, making
थैंक
sure
यू ब्रो.
कि जब भी possible हो, you guys are always coming online and making this, especially taking time out for this. So great job, guys. Keep it up, and guys, please support my friends. And we like to hope you see all our videos and just support us. Yeah, we'll do our level best, and these guys are doing a great job. So please help them and please support them.
थैंक यू एबी. नाइस टू हियर these words. Thank you so much. Bye, 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 Abinaldo. Abinaldo. Bye, Diga, bye. Bye, MC, bye. And
Thank you, bro.
we'll be
Thank you.
back
See
on
you.
the live stream. Watch along between Crystal Palace and United. Late night kickoff, hai, so, but we'll definitely be there. And I hope Don Prashant or Agrin Bhai join. So, thank you guys. Good night. Take care of yourself. Bye.
Bye bye.